we are back. Welcome. It is season 2 of Lost in My 40s, where the 4 of us are going to take you through season 2 of Lost. You ready?
Woo-hoo!
Yes.
Is everybody excited to be back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Derek, it's been 10 weeks. We are back here to get ready for season 2 tomorrow. 3 episodes are dropping. You're going to get our season 1 recap. You are going to get Man of Science, Man of Faith, which is episode 1, and Adrift, which is episode 2. Of course, Derek will open the show for us, which he does every season, opens and closes it, and then with Jack's episode, and then Ben is going to take us through a Michael episode. So,
joy. Wonder what that one's going to be about.
All right.
I bet he's still not a
Walt!
So, what have we been up to in our 10 weeks? I'm going to start. I'll tell you what Space Bear Media has been up to. Ben and I recorded with our buddies Ado and Dave. We are on their season 1 ending podcast special episode. It's us. We talk about season 1. We talk about us. We reveal where the name Space Bear Media came from. So you should go and listen to that. Again, lost the plot.
I listened to it. I really enjoyed it.
It was really, really fun. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this out loud or not, but Dave and I were chatting, and he's wanting Ben and I to come back after every season to do their season closer. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
Christy, what have you been up to the last 10 weeks?
I can't even really remember because the last 3 weeks have just been, no, Derek, thank you. The last 3 weeks have been a bit of a whirlwind with work. I've had to travel to Philly for 1 week, then I was home for 2 days, then I had to go to San Francisco for 2 weeks for work, and it's just been a blur. I'm just glad to be home.
Yeah, I was so bummed that by the time you realized you were going to be in San Francisco, I had no time to fly down there to see you, because it's like, how long is the flight, Ben? Like 45 minutes or something? You fly there.
Hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, is it that long even? I didn't realize. Geez, it takes the same amount of time to get to Las Vegas.
You have to go over Oregon. It's an extra state there.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, yeah. So you've been traveling for business. Christy, did you enjoy San Francisco?
I think that I did everything that I needed to do there.
That was amazing.
Alcatraz.
Okay.
Well, I didn't go out to Alcatraz, but I saw it
stared at it
from the beach. I took some pictures. I was like, all right, there's Alcatraz. There's the bridge. I did get to rent a Mustang my last day there, and I got to drive a Mustang over the bridge. And I went down Lombard Street, which is the twistiest street in the world.
One. Right.
I went to see the Painted Ladies, which is the houses that you see at the beginning of Full House.
Right.
TV makes it look so much bigger and grander than it actually is.
Oh,
camera adds 10 pounds, so
it's like 7 houses, and that's it. Yeah. And the park that they are like playing in at the beginning, it's a very nice park, but it's a lot smaller than TV makes it seem.
Oh, interesting. So. Derek, what you been up to? How many times have you been to Las Vegas since we've been on hiatus?
This is my slow time of the year. It's only once.
Oh, okay. Was it a winning trip or a losing trip?
That was a losing trip. So, but I also just last weekend drove 60 miles north in Oklahoma and went to Choctaw, and that was a winning trip. So.
Oh yes, I saw you Facebook post in there. Right. Okay.
Yeah, when I left Texas, that place was just bingo. That's all they did.
Yeah, they bust
the casino. The Choctaw Casino was just bingo.
Now it has a 22-story hotel, 3 hotel buildings, like 1,000 rooms.
Wow, we've got a few like fancy little hotels around the Seattle,
but this is in the middle of nowhere.
Casino hotels around
north
Seattle.
of the Oklahoma border. Just
building
right there.
Still remember the radio ad when it's like, on your marks, get set, bingo.
Wow.
Yeah, and they'd have buses where the old people would get on a bus in certain areas around Dallas and go up there for a day of bingo.
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Ben, what have you been up to?
Well, we did the show with Ado and Dave. I too was in San Francisco on business recently. It was my first kind of post-COVID business trip. So I didn't really do any of those things. That's really about it, to be honest.
Well, we were there for 2 weeks, but we only had one day off.
Yeah.
So the group went down to San Francisco because we were like an hour north of San Francisco. So the group went down there the Sunday that we were off, and we, we went over the bridge. We went to the little beach next to the bridge, took pictures, went to the pier, and that was it.
Ben just goes for like work and drinks and work and food and work and he bowled a 130 while he was in San Francisco. It's very exciting.
Like yeah.
We drank a lot.
Yeah, I saw that on your Facebook. You had
We
a lot of
drank a
drinks.
lot.
Yeah. Our first night there, they decided to take us to Hooters.
Oh,
okay.
That's
I've
perfect.
never been to a
Correct.
Hooters before, but it was directly
Really?
across the street from the hotel. But anyway, our last day there, I woke up to a text from one of my coworkers that said, I just tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
Oh
fun.
shit.
So the three of us that were traveling together, we called the office and they were like, okay, don't come in, even though me and the other lady had negative tests. So that's the first time I've ever had to test for COVID.
Wow.
We ended up
Wow.
leaving the lady who tested positive. We left her at the hotel with the rental car, which is why I got to rent a Mustang. We just took an Uber to a rental car place and they were like, how's a Ford Mustang? I was like, okay, cool. And the office was like, go have a fun day. Don't come in here.
And you've been fine. You never tested and
I've
stuff
tested negative every single day since then. The
Great.
other lady who I was traveling with tested positive like the day after we got back. I don't know how I got so lucky.
Wow, Christy.
Yeah.
All right. Ben, are you ready for your first joke of season 2?
He doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. A limbo champion walks into a bar and gets disqualified.
Oh.
All right.
Good. Good.
Was that great?
Yeah. I actually understood that one.
Okay. All right. So our format is going to change just a little bit this season. As you can see, we have added a few things, bought some software, making these videos better. And we're also going to talk about corrections and observations from the episodes the week after they air. So it will be next week that we are going to talk about the things from this week's episode. So we are following you already listening to it. We will still do ethical questions, although this week we're skipping that because it's just a welcome back. We're saying hello, plus there's 3 episodes. So we're just going to kind of skip that. But what we are going to do is a fun question. And our fun question is, what does everybody have planned for summer? Let's start with Derek. Going to Vegas?
Well, yeah, because actually, what a shocker. The World Series of Poker is actually back in the summertime because during COVID, it was canceled in 2020 and then 2019 or 2021, it was in November.
Okay.
So it's back into its normal June, July timeframe. So I'm going to play a couple of tournaments there.
I've only ever been to Vegas in April and March and April. I don't think I could do it in the summer.
In 2019, they had 2 days in a row of all-time record highs, which was 117 degrees.
Oh, geez.
And we walked outside. It was like opening an oven in your face, you know.
We got that
I do
here
know,
last year.
It was.
Oh yeah, you had that heat thing.
Yeah, in Seattle we had a heat wave.
114.
It was 118 at our house.
Jeez.
Was the hottest.
Holy shit.
And
insane. I
yeah, well then
remember
the roads started like buckling and our highways were busted. Yeah, it was nuts. So I felt that kind of heat once. I walked out onto the deck and I took a deep breath and I was like, okay, that's enough. I have burned the inside of my lungs and I'm going to go back inside now.
And right now in Dallas, it's going to be 100 and this is just May.
There's so many reasons not to go.
So that's
Dallas.
why in August I'll be going to upstate New York to get out of the heat for a week or so.
Nice.
There you go.
That's where I'm from, or where I was born. Okay, so Derek's going to Vegas. Ben, what are you doing this summer? I think I know, but
I think you know. Yeah. We're going to. Well, I guess it's not even technically this summer.
It's true.
We're going to be back by the time summer starts, but.
We'll be back at the end of June. Yeah, that's right. That's what. Okay, but still, we are having a grand European vacation. You want to talk about where we're going? What we're doing?
Yeah, you're going a few days as the advanced scouting party. I guess you're going to Dublin first for a few days. I didn't have as much time to take off work, so I'm going to be meeting you in London a couple days
Mhm.
later, and then we're going to stay in London for about a week and hit up
It's
some
like 8
Gordon.
days.
8 days.
Or it's a week with like 1 day in and 1 day out. So technically 9
Yep.
days, but 7 like solid. Yeah.
We're going to visit Bath. We're going to visit all the little children of Stonehenge.
If you get that
Where-
reference, you're cool. If not, you need to watch Spinal Tap.
Got some rendezvous with Gordon Ramsay restaurants, I believe.
2.
Awesome.
We're going to 2 Gordon
Yeah,
Ramsay
yeah.
restaurants in London.
And there's some definitely some other things that we're doing
Yeah.
in London, and then we're going to shoot over to Amsterdam for the second half of the trip.
Hell yeah.
For like the same
Yeah.
amount of time. It's our second time in Amsterdam together. And last time we were there, you're walking around and this
She fell in
fucking
love with it.
awesome, amazing city. Yeah, totally in love with it. But there are houseboats, big houseboats in all of the canals. And so while we were there last time, I was like, Ben, when we come back to Amsterdam, because we knew that was going to happen. When we come back to Amsterdam, we're renting a fucking houseboat. And it's been in my head since then. It's 2016 was when we were there.
Yeah.
And we went to plan this trip and I was like, Ben, member? And so we went for it. So we have a houseboat for the week and
Nice.
we are going to be staying in a boat in a canal. And I'm just like over the moon. Excited about it.
I spent
That's
8
awesome.
hours there in 2008. It was a really nice place. I'd love to go back.
8 whole hours. Yeah, I recommend more.
It
than
was on
that.
a cruise, so that's all they gave us. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when we were there last, we did maybe 4 days, 3 or 4 days. We were on a tour. We went to
Yeah.
several different countries that time,
Yeah.
and so we decided 2 things. Next time, we're staying longer and we're staying on a boat, and it's happening. I'm very
Yeah.
excited.
It's a great city to just relax and be a local.
It was
for a
very
week.
nice just walking
Oh.
around. I felt
Yeah.
It's just
comfortable.
gorgeous, and
Yeah.
the people are amazing,
are.
and it's just an incredible city.
And when I go there, I feel short.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm just under 6'4", and I'm not tall when I
Not
go
that-
there.
no.
There are some Dutch people are fucking tall, man.
Yeah, and I feel like a hobbit because you
Yeah.
always see me sitting down, but I'm just pushing 5'4". So
Yeah. I mean, technically, I am half Dutch, but I think my Finnish and Irish blood kind of shrink me down a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
Christy, what are you doing this summer? I also have an idea of what you might say.
Well, I'm gonna fly to my best friend Lacy's house and hang out with her and her husband Ben, and they're
Oh, we're
throwing a
going to be
big
in
ass
Europe
party.
that time.
No. This
In
is
July.
in July. Yes, and we are throwing like a big, huge summer bash party to celebrate Christy here. COVID had us locked in our houses for so long and not traveling, and I was able to save up enough miles from putting all of our bills like on my credit card, basically running them through there, that I was able to get us to Europe and back, and from Christy to Seattle and back. I'm all on my miles. So woo-hoo.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about that. So I will just say one other thing. Like Ben said, I am heading out to Ireland first. I have never traveled by myself. And right now I'm not working. I'm in school full time. And so it just kind of felt like the right time to do it. Had the time. And when I was planning the trip, I had it narrowed down to 4 cities, which were Ghent, Belgium, Lyon, France, Lisbon, Portugal, and Dublin, Ireland. And then we met Ado and Dave, and Ado lives in Ireland. And so it became an easy choice. So I'm going to be there in a couple weeks, and I'm going to meet him in real life. And I am going to explore Dublin by myself. And
Dave is like, what am I, chopped
fucking
liver?
psyched.
Yeah.
No, he's not chopped liver. He just lives in Stockholm. So it wasn't on the short list, although it's on our short list. But
Yeah,
anyways,
go to Stockholm.
all right. So again, tomorrow, what is coming up? You're getting I almost said 2 episodes 0, 1, and 2. Episode 0 is a bonus episode. It is our season 1 recap where we take you through character by character, their story arcs in season 1, so we can be on the same page where we left off before season 2 starts. And then, of course, we're going to have episode 1, Man of Science, Man of Faith, with my personal favorite 5 minutes, the opening of the show of season 2, where we meet Desmond. And then we're going to have episode 2, Adrift, where we all hate on Michael. And that does not end throughout season 2. Like I said, no ethical question this week, but I do have one more question for you. And I would like everyone to please show me what their face looked like at the big reveal in the beginning of season 2, when we meet Desmond and find out we're in the hatch. Here's mine. Ben, how about you? What did you look like? All right. Christy, how did you react? Oh, that's good.
I was like, what?
Most importantly, the guy who's never seen it before, Derek, what was your face look like?
Holy fucking shit. No way. Yeah.
I had to hold
verbal,
that
yeah.
shit in.
Yeah.
It was so hard for me to not be like, oh my God, you're going to be in the hatch episode 1. Very exciting. Very exciting. All right. A few things before we say goodbye and wish you well powering through our 3 episodes tomorrow. Okay, so I wanted to say I was really excited. You guys, we have had downloads every single day that we've been on hiatus, new listeners left and right. And people just keep downloading the episodes. I love it. I hope all of our new listeners are here for our new season 2 pre-shows. And I want to say welcome to everybody. We are just shy now of 6,500 total downloads, and I'm kind of blown away by that. And I'm really glad that people are actually listening to this. It feels nice. So thanks.
It's exciting.
It is, Ben. You should look more excited.
Oh, wait. You got me do that again.
All right. So, a couple things. We have a new top 10 countries. Okay. Shortly before season 1 ended, I had sent out like a blanket thank you to all of India because they were number 2 country on our list. That has changed. They have dropped. You need to up your game, India. I want to talk about who the new top 10 are, and I want to say thank you to all of our international I stuttered. I don't know what just happened. I want to say thank you to all our international listeners. Obviously, the bulk of our listeners are in the United States, but number 2 country now, Italy.
Cool.
Hey.
Wow. Hey.
A boppity boopy.
Grazie.
There you go. Really excited about that. I don't know where Italy came out of nowhere on the hiatus. They found us and they started listening and powering through, and I'm pretty psyched about it.
It's all the
Number
sex talk.
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
they're sexy.
They're a sexy people.
Okay, all right.
That must be it.
That's probably why France is on the list too, but we haven't gotten there.
Oh.
I don't. Maybe that's just me. I find the French very sexy. Number 3 on the list: United Kingdom and Northern Ireland, which
Makes
we know
sense.
is not the
It's
Ireland
not
that our
Ireland,
friends
Ireland.
live in. Then we have India in number 4. You're still in the top 5, India, but you have dropped. All right, number 5. Out of nowhere, so happy. A place that I really want to go to, Romania. Welcome. Thank you for
Cool.
listening. We're very excited to have you. Number 6 is very special. Number 6 on our list is Ukraine. And I want to tell you that Ukraine's listens, their downloads, more than doubled after Putin invaded. So I don't know what's going on. I just want to say there are people in Ukraine and they're under attack from Russia and they're listening to this fucking podcast. So I don't really know what to say about that other than our thoughts are with you. And I am glad that our president and Congress are sending what you guys need. So,
And I'm glad that we're entertaining you.
Yeah.
exactly. It's good to be back. I hope we brighten your day for an hour and a half. Number 7, our lovely friends to the north, the Canadians.
Eh.
Number 8, we have the French, my
Oui.
favorite people. And number 9, we have the Spaniards, which I'm loving. We're all over Europe, guys. We're fucking huge in Europe.
Because there's a lot of English speakers there.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. And number 10. Number 10 is very close to my heart. I could not believe when I saw this pop up, but I don't know. I can't remember if we've talked about it on a podcast or on a pre-show, but I am Lithuanian. 2 of my grandparents were Lithuanian immigrants that came here after World War II. I was raised with Lithuanian pride. It's part of the reason I have such a visceral reaction to what's happening in Ukraine, because it has happened to Lithuania. I have family there and I know they're terrified. And they are number 10 on our top 10 countries. I can't believe it. There is a small chance it's all my family. Either way, I'm pretty happy about it. So I want to say thank you and welcome to Lithuania, because I am happy to have you here. All right, guys. Is there anything else anybody wants to say about how happy they are to be back?
Very happy.
That's a big fat no. All right. Season 2 off to a bang. Tomorrow, you get the recap. You get Man of Science, Man of Faith. Jack and Derek, and you get a drift with Michael and Ben. And let me just tell you that at the end of episode 2, we will talk about this next week. It is the hardest I've ever laughed while recording this pre-show. So get fucking ready, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.